storytelling is a great way to get your point across. And it's a lot more memorable than just spewing out numbers. This past weekend, I came across a book. I think it's called Storytelling for Business by Philipp Humm. And it gave a great framework for storytelling. See, the challenge is always for me telling a story quickly. I've read a lot of books about the storytelling models, and there's no doubt that storytelling works. But the problem I run into is my stories get too long, I lose the point, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. So this framework works for me, and I would challenge you to use it as well. If you're doing business storytelling, the framework is simple. It's C.A.R.T, C.A.R.T. And what that stands for is context, adversity, resolution, and takeaway. Here's how it works. You start with the context and you just give like a 5 or 10 second overview of the situation. Then you move into the adversity, where something went wrong, what challenges were faced. And then you go into the resolution. And then obviously the takeaway, the lesson that you should learn from this experience. So for example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a basketball player in high school, but he got cut from the team. See, the context is that Michael Jordan played basketball in high school. The adversity is that he got cut by the team. As a resolution, he actually used that as fuel to get better on the court. And as a takeaway, you can a lot of times use your failures or perception of a failure as fuel to get better. So that's just like one example of the C.A.R.T model. Now, you may be asking, what if this issue hasn't been resolved? And that's where you use the C.A.T formula. So that starts with the context, moves into the adversity, and then you go into the takeaway. And something like this might be, we were having challenges at work with driving sales. The adversity is that the competition came in and they undercut us with pricing. The takeaway may be that we now realize that we can't just rely on pricing alone to leverage us from the competition. So these two methods, or these two frameworks rather, are great for using storytelling. And I would challenge you today to come up with a story, just an interaction that you had today throughout the day, and use the C.A.R.T method to turn it into this story. Or if it doesn't have a resolution, use the C.A.T method. This works for me. I really found a lot of good insight from it, and I hope you do too. If so, I'll link the book in the description so you can check it out.